Hello everybody. Today in this tutorial I'm going to show you a multi-level drop-down list box. On the right hand side I have a decision tree. This tree is 5 levels deep, however its depth varies. So for example it is up to 5 levels deep for cars, electric, Tesla and either model of Tesla, Model S or X. However for petrol cars it is 4 levels deep only, and for motorcycles it is 2 levels deep. On the left hand side, as you can see, if I choose cars and I choose electric, then I'm out of this choice. I can only have Tesla available, but here under Tesla I can choose either Model S or X. So let's say I take Model X, then I will have a choice between ludicrous speed or extra range, right? So if I choose extra range, that's fine, but if I choose extra Model S, then my choice will be slightly different. I no longer have extra range, instead I have ultra range available. If I choose here petrol, I will have only BMW and Mercedes available. If I choose Mercedes, I'm gonna have S, E and C class available, but of course level 5 is no longer available because petrol cars are only 4 levels deep. Likewise, if I choose BMW, it's gonna change to E357 series. This can be done in Excel without any VBA, without any programming here, and I'm going to show it to you in a moment how to do it. You have to really do it in 2 steps. So first what you need to do is to convert this decision tree into a table format. So here I converted my tree that I have on the right hand side into the table. So on the left hand side, as you can see, I have level 1, I have, maybe let me just zoom it out a little bit. Okay, so on the left hand side I have motorcycles. As I said, it's only if you choose motorcycles, for the sake of simplicity of this example, you have only 2 levels. So you have Suzuki and Yamaha. For cars, as you can see, we have petrol and electric. Tesla, as we said, you have really 4 gray dots here, 4 circles here. That's why you will have to have up to 4 rows here, yeah? Because if you choose car, electric and Tesla, you can choose either Model S or X, but each one offers 2 further choices, so you need to code them in as well. Okay, so let's say you've done it already. Then what is the next step? And this is the next step, is actually the last one. You need to build such a smart table. So what do we have here? First, in this column, in this area here, in this area here, you need to build a formula which lists unique values from column A. So this one, yeah. So this is an array formula which shows you a unique value from column A. So let's say if I put here cars, motorcycles, I will have 2 additional values here. Alright, so what does this formula do? Well, this formula does as following. It lists you unique values from column B. Our column B is this column, yeah? But only those whose neighbor in column A has the same value as the one which is shown in cell H2. So how does it work? So this cell comes from here, yeah? So if I choose motorcycles here, then this value will change because this cell is linked with this cell, and then automatically here I will only have Suzuki, because this formula here only shows me unique values from this column, which next to them, on the left to them, they have value motorcycle. But if I choose cars, okay, so what happens if what is in column I? Column I is really similar to column H, but it has one additional criteria, it has this additional criteria. This asterisk, by the way, means and. So it's a combination of two criteria. First criteria says, show me unique values which have from column C, this time from column C. So show me unique values from column C, but only those ones which in column A, so this is column A, have value car, and those ones which in column B, which is this part, yeah, they have value electric. So what are the unique such values? So if you filter this column by cars and then this column by electric, what you will have only is gonna be Tesla. So the value here is only Tesla. And then we just continue. Note how this formula expands. So here you have two criteria, yeah. Now if I move here, bang, you will have just the third criteria added, right? So it's just a repetition of the previous column. So here we have unique values. Here we have listed unique values of column D, but only those which have in their adjacent columns such values as car, electric, and Tesla. So basically you have only model S and X, and the last column would be the same, you know, acting the same as column level as column J, but the last column has simply put yet one additional criteria, which is column D. As you can see, this here we have one criteria, then we have two, then we have three, and then we have four. Yeah, and these values here, they just derive values from whatever user chose. As simple as that. Yeah, so if I want to add, let's say, one more value for Tesla Model X 1000 miles range, so I just need to choose Model X here, bang, and I have 1000 miles range here available already, right? So I can choose it from here. One last thing, why do we have these lines here? This is very useful. So here I calculate just how many values I have here, and this parameter is used in here for data validation. So this parameter in row 1, it helps me define how long a drop-down list box will be. So for example, here I have the following formula: offset, and K1 has value 3. So this drop-down list is just, you know, 3 values deep or 3 values long. Yeah, I don't need to have a selection, a drop-down which is long for 18 rows. Yeah, it is dynamically defined. Yeah, so if I put here let's say 2000 miles range, we all hope one day such a model will be available, then I'm gonna have, I drop down 4 values deep. Alright, so that will be it from my side. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and as I said, this file is available from my website www.costviewer.com. Enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.